So yeah.
From the get-go, for a very long time, young age, I've been wearing men's clothes. They were hand-me-downs. I have a big family. I have four brothers and sisters, and my dad is a construction worker, and my mother is unemployed.
Hmm.
So we worked with what we had, and I mean, I got hand-me-downs from all of my older cousins because each of them are anywhere between 7 to 10-ish years older than me. Um, so I got all their clothes. I got my brother's clothes, and I liked wearing them because they didn't have, corny sayings or like floral designs on them. I like, I'm a huge fan of stripes. I always like stripes, vertical and horizontal.
Yep.
And I remember my mom always used to say, "Don't wear horizontal stripes; they'll make you look fat." Or
Fuck you.
so
That's
I
so funny. I'm so similar. Like I, before I was like really developed my own sense of style, I wore whatever was given to me and whatever was in my closet. But when grandma would take me out shopping, because a lot of times grandma was the one who took me clothes shopping, because my parents couldn't necessarily afford to take me clothes shopping, and I was growing out of clothes. And grandma and I enjoyed shopping together anyway.
right,
And I always like I never liked anything floral. She tried to get me to wear it, and I didn't wear it. Anything that had a logo on it, same thing. I didn't like being feeling branded.
right,
You know what I'm saying? I don't like wearing clothes. Like that's why I like shit like Aeropostale or whatever the fuck,
yeah,
American Eagle, blah blah, Hollister. All those clothes, you're just walking advertisements for that clothing brand because
yeah,
it's the brand name is written on you. And why would you want to advertise be free advertisement
right,
for a corporate entity?
right,
Screw that,
right.
you know. And it's ironic I wear this.
I like it. I like it
Yeah,
a
I
lot.
like it too, but same concept. Anyway, but at least it's something I'm agreeing to and I'm
Right,
consenting to,
right,
you know. But and like stripes are very neutral and very fun. I really
right,
like stripes. I have striped pants,
right.
and it's funny now that I'm older and I've looked to different people whose style I admire, I feel more comfortable wearing floral pattern pants and shit
Right.
like that.
Right.
But I didn't know why I didn't like wearing floral print patterns before. It's
Right.
because it made me feel girly, and I'm not that kind of girly. But when I wear floral print pants, I wear it with a cut-off t-shirt
Right.
and combat boots.
Right. But
You know what I'm saying? But I didn't have the understanding to do that when I
right.
was,
Right. But
younger, so that's why I just wouldn't wear it.
you know what the difference between floral patterns on young girls' clothings and floral patterns on a young adult female's clothings is completely different. Because I feel like the floral patterns on older, like on clothes intended for older people, are kind of neutral, whereas for a little girl, they're very obvious.
Bright and obnoxious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like my mom, I feel like the only thing that my mom ever tried to get me to wear that was like super over the top feminine were dresses. She tried so hard to get me to wear dresses, and sometimes I had no choice. Like the time we went to her friend's wedding, I wanted to wear slacks, and I mean, I was like, what, 12 years old. I wanted to wear slacks and a blouse. She told me I had to wear a dress, and I have a picture of myself in the dress, and I look so uncomfortable, and I remember feeling so uncomfortable. It was a cute dress, but all I kept seeing
And
was,
so anyone who sees that picture will be like, "Oh, you look so pretty. That's such a pretty dress. Why did you feel uncomfortable? Like it's your fault."
right,
Yeah. I was able to like negotiate that.
Right.
I don't mind wearing dresses. I don't like how I'm looked at in dresses.
Right.
Which is why I don't wear them.
Right. Right.
And not to mention, there are no fucking pockets. How am I supposed to be a pocket dyke if there are no pockets?
Right. Right. Right.
It doesn't work.
Right.
I can't do it. And, like, there's no place to put where do you put your hands?
Right.
Like, there's no, like, nothing. You can't do it. It's impossible. It sucks.
And you know what? Like even last year when I went to Otakon and I intentionally wore a dress for my costume.
Did you feel uncomfortable?
I still felt uncomfortable, but
exactly. So even if you picked out the dress and it was the exact dress you wanted to wear, it was still uncomfortable.
Right.
On principle alone.
Right.
I did that once. I was like, oh, this is a cute dress. I found a really cute, like, summery dress. It was white. It was pretty. It was plain.
Right.
I was like, that's really cute. I'm going to wear that out. And then I wore it out, and about 10 minutes being out in a public space, I went to Bourbon Street, one of the rooftop deck parties. It was, it's a queer party. No one's going to, it was fine. But, like, 10 minutes out, I was in that dress, and I realized how radically uncomfortable I was. Even though I was in a safe space with people that I knew, and people who were like, oh, you look great, blah, 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 blah. Like, I felt intensely uncomfortable.
Right.
And it was because I was in a dress.
Right.
And I don't think anyone, unless they've experienced that, I don't think anyone can really understand what that feels like. You know?
No. And like I said, for a while, I thought it was my weight. I thought it had everything to do with my weight, because that was the problem, that my mom addressed that as a problem. Right. It was never a problem. She addressed it as a problem. Therefore,
and a lot of times people connect those two things.
Right.
Self-esteem with weight. That's not necessarily the case.
Right.
And look at me, I'm an example of that.
Right.
Well, in the opposite sense.
Right. Right. I mean, like at Otakon, like it's an anime convention. Everyone looks fucking crazy there, like.
That's
like not
fun.
Right, and it's not always in a bad way, but like, sometimes people intentionally take a character and misconstrue it and gender bend it. Like there's a
yeah, that's fine.
There, yeah. Like I said, the bell that I saw, which at Otakon, which was a crossplay, and I had no idea. That person was gorgeous.
I know that person personally.
Yeah.
And he makes all of those dresses. He has a dress for every single Disney character there is, and he sews them all, and he's fucking fabulous.
Right.
Man, he needs to, like, open up a shop somewhere for real. Yeah. Just, like, sell that shit. I mean, he has an Etsy. Of course, everyone does. But, like, he's legit. And he's done the Towson shows for years. Yeah, I've known him. He's funny. Yeah. He's a little socially awkward, but really cool. Really sweet person.
Right. And,
that was funny that you met him. And I was like, oh, I know that guy.
Yeah. That was a small world. But, then again, it is in Baltimore, so...
Yeah, that's true.
I'm so upset I'm not going to
How many people go to Otakon?
A lot of people.
And the person you ran into is the person I know.
Otakon is the biggest anime convention on the East Coast.
Right, and I'm not that kind of nerdy.
Right.
And for me to know somebody that you met there.
Right.
The one fish in the huge fucking ocean.
Right.
Yeah. I'm
sure.
That's the end of that tangent.
I'm sure you